Celebrities, they're just like us. They eat, they exercise, and yes, they even sleep. But some of their sleep habits are a little strange. Today I want to talk about how some of the biggest celebs sleep. They've got some pretty strange bedtime routines, so let's get to it.
Let's go.
Okay, first let's start off with Tom Cruise. I mean, the guy's wild, right? He's over 60 years old and he's still hanging off of biplanes and climbing the tallest buildings in the world. And yeah, as you'd expect, his sleep habits are just as interesting. He sleeps in what they call a snoratorium. Basically, it's a soundproof room where he sleeps to save his partners from his snoring. Yeah, snoring can be a major issue for couples, but my main question for Tom is, why not look at the root cause? For example, I used to snore a lot, and it turned out that I had sleep apnea, so maybe Tom should get checked out for that. But at the same time, the guy can hold his breath for 5 minutes straight, so what do I know? Next up, we've got Mariah Carey. And yes, she's still a big star, but nothing compares to how big she was in 1995, Franklin, Indiana. I mean, when one of her songs came on at our school dance, it was a huge deal. And actually, my first dance was Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men's One Fine Day, so got some good memories there. But I'm getting sidetracked. Mariah is also known for having a 5-octave range. And to make sure her instrument is always in tune, she reportedly sleeps 15 hours a night and sleeps with 20, that's right, 20 humidifiers in her room. Another celeb who had to keep their body in top physical form was Michael Phelps. I mean, this guy dominated Olympic swimming for years. And to do this, simply put, he slept in an altitude chamber. This mimicked the altitude of 8,000 to 9,000 feet. This was meant to increase red blood cell production and increase endurance. The guy was even working when he was sleeping. Then we've got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And like his Pain and Gain co-star, Mark Wahlberg, this guy likes to get up super early in the morning to exercise, get his day started before the rest of the house wakes up. So he wakes up at 3:30 a.m. And to that I say, nope. And that also means he only gets around 3 to 5 hours of sleep per night. I don't know how he does it. I can barely move if I get less than 8 hours. And how is he able to stand toe-to-toe with Dominic Toretto on so little sleep? So let's go back in time to talk about a true Renaissance man, Leonardo da Vinci. He was a scientist, an inventor, an artist, and a pretty weird sleeper. Da Vinci adhered to what we call a polyphasic sleep schedule. That means that he slept for 20 minutes every 4 hours, but did not sleep for a long period during the nights. Likewise, Winston Churchill had a pretty strange sleep schedule, but he was under a little bit of pressure, right? Reportedly, he would take a 2-hour nap at 5 p.m., which most experts say is pretty rough on your sleep schedule. Not only that, but he'd drink a glass of whiskey before passing out until about 7 p.m. Then after waking up, he would stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning. This allowed him to get what he said was a day and a half's worth of work done in a 24-hour period. And finally, one of my favorite writers, Charles Dickens, had some pretty interesting thoughts on sleep. Supposedly, he had to make sure that his bed was always facing north. He believed this aligned him with Earth's magnetic fields and helped him get more rest and also be more creative. Whether it was superstition or not, it obviously worked for him. There you have it, those are the strange celebrity sleep habits. Now, if you want more information about different types of sleep habits, also how to get the best sleep possible, head over to mattressclarity.com for our full written reviews, articles, and also some great money-saving coupons. We'll see you next time.